Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Well, let's see what we got in front of us today. Let's see. Plextor from GE. This right here is actually for the security cameras. This is an older model. And I picked this up for a how-to video. Hopefully you won't have any issues. I will most likely fast forward this. Oh, we got a little star. Okay. What else is holding it down? Of course, that one I can't get to. This one I can barely get to. Is there screws on the front? No. Oh. On the front here and see what happens. So like I told you guys, there we go. These are actual physical how-to videos. Okay, now this board you want to take out for the simple fact of these gold pins. This chip, this chip, this chip, this chip, and all the little gold features that you can get. But yeah, you want to try to pull that out. It doesn't matter if it breaks or not, unless you're one of those people that likes to send it off to board sort, knowing that you can make a lot more money on the internet instead of having to sit there and wait for a check. That's even if they tell you the correct amount. I've never dealt with them before. So nor probably will I, because If they're anything like a scrapyard, they're going to take advantage of you no matter who you are and what you give them. You know, clean the stuff up, sell it on eBay to the people who that do this stuff. Let's see who's calling me. Oh, I gotta end this. Hold on. Okay, sorry for that interruption, but I had to take that phone call. That was a friend of mine from Alaska. So, but make sure that before you take these boards out, you undo the screws. It'll probably come out a lot easier. That's if they're holding it down. Oh yeah, I just undid it and it's coming away nice and easy. Okay, so I don't know what's under here, if anything. Sometimes these little pieces right here, those are gold, but these look like they might be silver. It's kind of hard to say, but yeah. So definitely you want to take these prongs off, this chip, this chip, this chip, this chip, and these right here. These little blue, they're some kind of capacitor, I believe. You want to take those off and set them aside because there are people on eBay that will buy those. Probably for a lot more money than you'd get from Board Sort or any other place like that. So, and then we got, looks like there's a screw on this side. Taken enough computers. Oh, this is a hard drive. Now, this you want to keep too. Oh, let's see. How many gigabytes? I don't see it. It doesn't have gigabytes on here or whatever. Megabytes or whatever they go. Oh, let's see, 160.0 gigabytes. So that's around 160 gigabytes. So these you can probably, if you do have a way of doing it, if you go over to eWaste Ben and look through his earlier videos, he will show you the device that he uses to wipe these clean. And then after you wipe them clean, you can put them up for on eBay, and you could probably get anywhere from $50 to $150 a piece for these if they're clean. But I'll keep that. I didn't know there was a hard drive in this thing. And there's the reason why that wouldn't come out. There. And that's clogged out. Now these you can try to sell, but there's another computer board inside, and you have these gold pins. Take all those out, and then for on the disc, there are some pieces on there that actually physically have gold. Now you're not going to get a lot, but that also depends on how much you have saved up. You know, yes, in each device there is not that much gold, but it's how much you actually have stored that will actually make you the money. Because what is it, $1,500 an ounce for gold? Now, you think what I said about places like Board Sort, you know, they get tons and tons of this stuff, and they can come up with ounces. So what they're giving you in pennies, they make in hundreds. You know, like I said. But the choice is yours. Oh, this thing even had slot cards. Sometimes you can actually sell these by themselves too. But on here, what I usually do is take the chips off. Take all the chips off. And then cut these fingers off. And then put them in a bucket. And just throw them in your closet. But if you go to, let's see here, Moose the Scrapper, he will actually tell you how to take this green stuff off. Because believe it or not, underneath, connecting it, it's all gold. Thing is you can't get to it because of this green film that's on it. But in one of his videos, he'll show you how to strip that stuff off. I've watched his videos on it, you know, and I think the last video I saw, he was actually going to try it himself on gold recovery. You know, I mean physically deleting the gold and making the gold nugget himself. But haven't seen one since then. Okay, so now these don't have nothing in them. So what I usually do on some of these, on some computers, these things will actually have pins, and all you want to do is just dismantle it, take this and throw it in your wire bucket. This stuff right here is too thin to strip. To take these things apart. It really doesn't. Now these wires I'll strip. Now, okay, I know I'm missing one someplace right there. And probably is there another one? Need to bring this up close. I'm blind as a bat. It doesn't look like it. Unless they're counting this as one, which they probably are. There has to be another one. Is there one underneath this paper here? The screw? Because it seems like it's Yeah, that's what it's holding in is you got, oh, this one's not even on this side. So can I even get that? No. Okay, well, I went as far as I could. Oh, actually, hold on. I think I do have. Try to get it off with these. Oh, I would like to finish the video. Yeah, that's all I needed right there. Just something to grab a hold of it and give it a small little twist. Oh yeah, there's another one right there. Sorry about the wind. I know you could probably hear it a little bit. There's one right there. See, I told you I was blind as a bat. Now it should come off. There's another one that I don't see, which is a possibility. So, okay. Oh, there's probably a screw. Let's see here. I'm on my phone. Let's see here. Yeah. Is there a screw under there? Oh, that's what's holding it on. These little guys right here. So unfortunately, I do not have anything to take those off with me. Unless, there we go. If in doubt, just break it. Because you're not really going to use them. Okay, so you got all these chips to take off. And you just readjust this a little bit. Yep. So you got copper right there. Just peel that off just like that. Doesn't have to be the best. You're just going to unwind it anyways. So take these gold pins off. These chips. These little capacitors, take all those off, but leave everything else. These right here are aluminum, but you know, there's nothing really inside, and take these off. But you'll see on the back side of it, there's gold. This is all gold. You know, these right here, these little things right here, that's all little gold pieces. You strip this board completely, go to Moose the Scrapper and give it a bath like he tells you, and it'll take all that green stuff off, and sometimes just underneath there'll be some more gold connecting them. So, and then all these pins, take all these pins, those are all gold too. So, but that is the first how-to video. This was a recording for the security cameras. Forgot one more. Forgot another screw, which is always possible. Now see, on this side, all that little stuff right there, it's all gold. These right here should be gold where it connects it. These little pins inside here, those are gold. Anything that has to do with electronics that requires a little plug-in from board to board, it's majority going to be all gold. But let's see here, let's see if these are no, they're metal. It's sticking, but it could be still gold plated, you know. So this is done, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I did. I love taking things apart. And, you know, with that slight call that I had, which I had to take, it really didn't take that long. It really doesn't. Now, if you're also lucky, another thing you should do is save these things. Because sometimes there are people who build computers that don't have these because they're hard to come by, you know. Sometimes they'll buy a lot off of you, put them up as a lot, buy them. So, but I usually put all that stuff aside, you know. So, I hope you liked my, this is my third video. I have my intro, the transmission, and now this one. I will be doing a couple more here shortly. It doesn't take me very long to take whatever I have apart to show you what you want to keep and what you want to discard. So all the metal, just throw it away or throw it in your scrap pile. But yeah, so as I always say, scrap it right, make that money. Peace. YouTube poke. Later, Gators.